There. Good to see you. I hope everything is going according to plan. Maybe I am. I think I'm live now. Hello, my name is Merel Slotboom and I'm a Dutch kinesiologist. And right now I'd like to call myself a kinesiologist on the move, which is funny because I'm moving and my company is called Movimento, which means movement in Italian. And I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging on my Movimento page on Facebook and on my Movimento channel on YouTube. This now, for the first time since a long time, this is a Facebook Live. So I hope to see some people watching. I see there are two. I don't know if I can see names. Not yet, not yet. Can you please say hello or where you're from, or if you can hear me well? That would be lovely. And today I want to talk to you. Oh, the reason why I can now do a Facebook Live is because I have a MiFi. Not a Wi-Fi or a Wi-Fi, but a MiFi. A mini Wi-Fi. And this just made my life a lot easier. And I'll just share a little bit later why it is so. So today is called being in the receiving mode. And those who have followed me for a longer time now, they know that I'm traveling Europe, and in this special period, it was not so easy to travel Europe. From Holland, you could cross the border to hi Daphne, and hi, oh, I need these glasses, sorry guys. And Renee, hi, you can see me and you can hear me, perfect, thanks a lot. Then I'll just continue. Good that you're following and listening. It was very hard to go anywhere because all borders were locked. Belgium, France was all not possible. The only place I could go was Sweden. And people in Holland all told me I couldn't go to Sweden either. Even my stepmom, after 5 days that I had arrived in Sweden, was still sending me messages. You cannot go to Sweden. It is impossible. I was there already, so maybe it was not so impossible. I've enjoyed my stay there very much. I went up very quickly. I always sense where I need to go, and I would really have loved to see the cities like Göteborg and Stockholm. And I was not allowed to. I was not going there. I had to go up to the Arctic polar circle. And now I understand that in these cities in Sweden, there were the most ill people. And I didn't go there. I've only been to Lapland, and I've hardly seen people. I see mostly reindeer, and they're very lovely. But it's very hard to get close to them. So even if I had wanted, which of course I didn't want, I would not have been able to get a virus because there's nobody to give me one. And being in a camper is like being on your personal quarantine zone. So, hey, I'm all fine and I'm healthy. The good thing of Sweden for me was that the energy was loving and soothing. And because above the polar circle there's a lot of light in the summer, in the winter there isn't, I got to restore, my health got to restore, and my light and my happiness and my energy. So I feel a lot stronger and healthier now. And I had been to the north, really north, and then I went more south to the coast. And I stayed for quite some time in Haparanda, which is the last city on the Baltic Sea just before you get to the Torne River, and then you have Finland. And ever since I was there, there's the Lost IKEA as well. So I was madly in love with the Lost IKEA because they have coffee and they have Wi-Fi. And I didn't have this yet. So I was a lot in the IKEA working with my clients. And every night I would sleep on the parking lot just close to the IKEA and to Finland. And when I felt to which country I should connect, it would be Finland. And then I met this lovely lady at the IKEA. I told you before in another movie. And she was actually Finnish. And she said she could cross the border easily because she had a Finnish passport. And she said, why don't you ask? So she opened this box in my head that said, don't be always the nicest girl in the class. Don't always abide and listen to all the rules and the things they tell you to do or not to do. Just ask. Many processes went on in my body. And so I asked. And the first time I got refused because my reason for asking was that I wanted to go shopping in the shopping mall on the other side. It was a lame excuse. I know it was. So I wasn't really congruent. I wasn't 100% motivated. So it didn't happen. Then a day later, I was biking and I passed the post and I thought, what would Finland feel like? I was so curious. And this really came from the heart of me. So I went to the customs and I asked if I could only just put 2 feet in Finland, just to feel the difference between Sweden. They let me do it. So I was already motivated. So that went well, but of course I returned to Sweden. And then I felt I had to go up north again. So I followed the Torne River, which is lovely. And it's very broad and it's the largest river in Sweden with wild salmon. And I had many lovely stops and I slept well there and I got to know nice people and all was okay. And I could look at Finland all the time and I was connected to Finland all the time. And then when I got to Karesuando, which is in the north of Sweden, actually you cannot go more north. There is a point where the 3 countries touch each other, but you cannot reach it with a Swedish road. You need to go via Norway or Finland. There was this man from Austria who came running to me. He was also in a camper car. And he said, are you going to cross the border? It was the 15th of June. He said, because the borders will be open tomorrow. And then his wife came and she said, well, I've been looking at the websites and it's only open with Norway, but not for Sweden. Okay. So I just let it go. Next morning I woke up exactly at the moment that he was going to cross the river and going across the pond, the bridge, and 5 minutes later I saw him come back and I talked to him and he said no, they were really not allowing anyone to go there except people who have relatives there or have a second house. Okay. So I didn't know what to do. I was washing myself, getting dressed, having breakfast, and I was thinking, should I now be making plans for today? Where shall I go? What to do? And then this feeling came over me, no plans. No plans. It's okay. No plans. Just stay in the now. Be neutral. Be neutral. And with being neutral, I mean having no expectations. Don't feel bad if something doesn't happen. Don't feel extra excited when things do happen. Just be calm and in the now. Okay, then came this feeling, I have to move now. Okay, now. So in order to move, I need to put some things in cupboards and then start driving. I just passed Swedish people at the border, and they said, "Good luck. You're going to try it." And a young man with a huge blonde beard said, "And don't worry, when you come back, you're very welcome." Which, of course, is very nice, because if they leave me for a year on the bridge, that would not be a good idea. So I was welcome in Sweden back, and I was going to try. So I went very calmly and very aware of being in the receiving mode. So having no expectations at all. And I do this because I listen to the tapes and the teachings of Abraham Hicks, which is a group of souls or non-physical, which is being channeled by Esther Hicks. And Abraham always says, stop giving gas and braking at the same time. So my desire was not even there to go to Finland. I was just listening to my higher self, and it said, go, move, this is the town. You're not a tourist. You are living in your car. This is your profession. This is what you do. You heal people as you go. Okay, go. You have a good reason to go to Finland. You're no danger. You have a good reason. Okay. So there was this gentleman at the border, and he stopped me, and I showed my passport, and he asked why I wanted to pass, and I explained. And if you can hear brain move or make that kind of sound, his brain was doing that, just thinking what to do with this lady. Can I let her pass or not? And then I said to him, if you want to talk to your superiors, for me it's fine. I'll just wait. And he started phoning with his superior, gave the phone to me. I spoke to that guy, showed him my website, which is still in Dutch and needs to be translated. So within a couple of days, that's going to be important. And he said, I'll phone back later. I'm going to talk to my superiors. So it went up and up, and I was parked at the side, and took like half an hour. Then I got the phone back, and I needed to show proof that I am who I am and that I have my diplomas for doing what I do. And then showed them to the customs officer. And so I was, thank you. And I was looking through my photographs, and I finally found one with my colleague where we were holding our certificates that we had gotten the highest level of kinesiology possible in Holland. And so I showed it to the officer, and he laughed at it in a way as if to say, I already had to let you go. But it was nice that you've shown me the picture. And then there was this quiet moment, because I was not starting my motor yet, and he was still there, and we had a lovely talk. And he said, I know one word in Dutch, geboortedatum, which means date of birth. And as we figured out, he had seen mine, of course, on my passport. He has the same date of birth as my twins, the 11th of April. So that was a lovely coincidence. And then I started driving. And I didn't tell you about me getting to Finland yesterday, because I was still afraid that this was like a dream, and like someone could tell me, hey, you don't belong here, go away. But it didn't. And Finland has been lovely. It feels completely different, although the roads here are narrow, and there's mostly trees, and there's some reindeer, and there's a lot of water. And so it looks a lot like Sweden, and where Sweden is mostly very calm, Finland for me almost feels like cozy, which is maybe strange, because the villages are a little bit more village, so more than 3 houses, more like 10. And the trees are a little bit lower because we're more up north. I don't know why it feels more cozy, but it feels more cozy. So I was in this receiving mode. Good things were coming to me. As I was driving, I saw a fox. Fox for me is very important. I saw a fox at the side of the road, and I thought, this is a good day. This is a real good day. Everything is working out for me. So there was this fox, and I was driving in Finland, and it felt well, and and then I got to a shop. I had heard that in Finland they sell as a SIM card that you normally put in your phone with unlimited data use in all Scandinavian and Baltic countries. And I found a shop that sold me this Mifi. And what I knew but not really had taken in completely is that I was always looking for Wi-Fi. I was always searching if I could find an IKEA or a supermarket with a Wi-Fi, or because I make movies, but I love to do them live because then we're involved together. But I had to make them on my phone and then go to a shop. I've been waiting at a gas station for 4 hours to upload 4 minutes of a video. And now I can do this. I could even practically, I think, also do the YouTube live, but it didn't work. I don't know why, but I'll upload this later to YouTube. And so I'm very happy with this. This just opened my world. Yesterday, I felt so rich. So I thought, what do I want to do on the internet? So I love my teacher, Nisande Neta. I've done all his classes about marketing and being an entrepreneur and financial freedom and working on your financial IQ and becoming, well, living your potential. And you can sometimes see on my page of Movimento that I post because I'm an affiliate and I may sell his courses. He has 24 courses, all filmed. And I think especially in this period where people are likely to not survive with their companies, I think it's very wise to work on your business IQ and your financial IQ and to make different choices. There are trainings about how to write a book and how to blog and how a business funnel works and remarkable products, and well, there's too much to know. And I wanted to listen to The Enlightened Millionaire. You don't already need to be a millionaire, but to be enlightened, good idea. So I wanted to listen to that, and I did that earlier this week, and it cost me like 3 or 4 gig of my bundle, and it was really going fast. And I thought, oh, I really want to take this in and listen and learn, but this is going too fast. I cannot do my business this way. And now with this unlimited data, I've been on a beach yesterday at a river in the sun. It was 24 degrees, taking sun with my head on my head and listening to Nisande. And I was completely happy. And then I went to the car and I could listen to Spotify and to my favorite playlist. And it really, really made me happy. Yesterday I could do a video calling with my best friend in Holland, Tamara. And today a friend and colleague of mine, Marina, we talked through video. So it opened a complete world for me, and I'm very happy. I'm very thankful. Something else that happened. Before I left Holland, I was looking for my sunscreen that I always use. And I have this one of Riemann. There's no ad, but it's wonderful for me. You put it on once in the morning and it protects you through the whole day. And I usually take 15 or 20 as protection. And I could in Holland only buy 50 and I didn't want it. And then I went I went away and I thought, oh, geez, when am I able to buy this? Yesterday I was in a shop where they sold it. So now I have it. Yes, I just bought it right away. And I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in the receiving mode. I like this. I want more of this. Okay. People that know me longer know that I eat a lot of rice waffles. I'll just show them to you. These. And these actually come from the Lidl. And I had not seen a Lidl for 4 weeks. Guess what I saw yesterday? A Lidl. I was so happy because I wanted nuts and I could not find them. And I knew I only had 9 packages left of these. So I bought 12 extra. And I'm doing this investigation of which licorice ice creams are nicer. They have many, many ice creams that have licorice in them. So you're eating a salty ice cream. It's so funny. I don't like the one of the Lidl. I know now. I didn't know before. I know now. And something else. What I like to do as a child, in Dutch you call it steppen. I'm finding the word in English. It's a kind of toy. It's like a bicycle. It has 2 wheels and it has a steer, but you have to push with your leg. And I always used the ones of my children and of Diederik's children, which are actually the same because I gave them to them. But they have those small wheels, and as an adult you're heavy on the thing, so the steer is low, and when you hit a rock you almost flipped over. So I thought, oh, how lovely it would be if there was a version for bigger people or heavier people with bigger wheels and maybe shock absorbers, but I didn't really think of that. And I thought if the steer would be a little bit higher and if it would be easier to have them roll, and they should be foldable because I need to have it in my van. What did I see at the Lidl? Exactly as I imagined, only prettier and with shock absorbers and with a real brake. And what do you do when everything you ask for is being given to you? You say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yesterday I set it all. I made it ready to use and I went for a ride on the parking lot of Lidl. Oh, I even went real fast, so I might even want some protection. So, how lovely is this? So I'm really happy. All good things are coming to me, and that's what I want to tell you and want to try to teach you. All the things you've asked for are waiting to be delivered at your address. But if you're not there to receive them, they'll forever stay in your vortex, but you're not. So relax. Stop wishing. Stop complaining. Stop desiring. Not stop desiring. Desiring is a good thing. Stop breaking. Stop saying, yeah, but I'm not worthy, or maybe it's not the moment, and all odds are against me. Really, all odds were against me for leaving A, Holland, B, Sweden. And now actually I'm very close to the border of Norway. Borders are open, so I'll probably just go to the North Cape like I thought I would. Isn't that wonderful? And Norway has the borders open to Denmark. And from Denmark I can get home. Because I'm giving a course at the 18th of July. It's Touch for Health 4, so it's for an advanced course. and I'll be glad to see my pupils and my students. And the week after, I'll be giving balances face to face, or I don't know what we can do there, 1.5 meters, or if I can touch already, or maybe even wear a mask. Depends on what you want. And the agenda is already open, so you can book. And one day is already full. It's beautiful because the Thursday and the Friday I'm going to work at Vrouw en Klinieke, which is a special center for women's problems. And it is organized and run by how do you call that? I'm looking for the word. Ladies doctor. Wow, I cannot find a word. And she's marvelous, and she's one of my students, and she actually bought almost all my stuff, with even my bed, my bed that goes up and down, and so I'll actually be working in stuff that I know. And she has many people who will be happy to be helped also by kinesiologists, because she likes integral medicine. So that's medicine of today in the Western world, and the holistic look of medicine. So one day is already full because she has a beautiful secretary whom I know as well, because she's also my student, and she's filling my agenda. Isn't that lovely? I like more of that. I want to be in the receiving mode. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for listening to my stories. I hope they inspire you to receive. Be thankful. So when something good comes to you. There was one moment when I thought of the moped. I thought, yeah, really, shall I do this? It was almost 80 euros. And then I thought, oh no, if I don't take it now, I'm giving the signal that all I desire should not be delivered to me. So I took it, and when I went to pay, they took 20 euros off, because it was, how do you say? Oh, I cannot find the words, but it costed less. So it was wonderful. Double, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times wonderful. So I hope I sent you some of my enthusiasm. Keep out for keep watching for beautiful things that are coming to you. And it might be a smile. It may just be a nice WhatsApp, or it may be a cup of tea, or a pat on the head, or other things. But many, many good things want to come to you if you just don't push them away. So, love from me to you. Please receive it. Say thank you. I want more of this. So I give more and more. Not a problem, because I'm getting more and more. So, wish you a beautiful evening, and see you next time.